you got a human right, Article 25. You got a human right to housing and health.
Well, I'm on priority. I get at least 12 to 14 referrals in every single day from police. For the nice ones anyway, from PSOs, from social work, pretty much anyone who I can get a reference that's going to, be an importance to get me up there. Well, I got moved on Sunday by 2 sergeants, and I said to them that the council came Sunday, said I was right here because I clean, I don't drink, I'm not a drug. I clean up my house.
Moved on from here?
Yeah, I got moved on from here. Well, I had the council's permission. The guys in the Bendigo Bank, and security don't mind me being out here. Centre management, who own this whole block, have no problem with me being here. The public have no problem me being here, except for a couple of walker passes.
What crime are you breaking?
What did they say?
Apparently, I'm camping.
Camping?
I'm camping, apparently.
What is it about your belongings that constitutes camping?
Oh no, if even if I've got everyone's permission, even if I have a permit to stay here.
Like, do they say, because you've got
this particular thing? Just because that they don't want me here.
If you had a house though, you wouldn't be here.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And I said to them, okay, so where can I go and set up like this where you won't harass me? And they said the park. And you know what? The reason why I'm here is because they hit me at the park and kicked me from the park.
Yeah.
Park? Batman
Enterprise?
Park.
Oh yeah.
Batman, no, I was on the other side of Batman Park.
Yeah.
And where I was in between 2 pylon posts that it's actually rented out by Gangnam Style restaurants. So he rents out a certain part of the space. So the space that I was in his rented part of the space.
So he can use that space because he's using it to make money.
Yep.
So you can't use that space when you're using it to shelter, for your basic humanity.
Well, when the police, so I'd been there for a couple of weeks, and I had barriers out because they asked me to put the barriers out so they could have their car space, because they come in at like 11 o'clock. By the time they come in, someone's already in the car space, so I had to put their little things out. So that was my little thing to do, to stay there, and that was fine by me. And then next thing you know, this big lot of coppers came, and they told me that the owner of the restaurant wanted them here at 11 o'clock for when they opened, so then they could tell me to move, telling me to shut up and this and that. I said, who the hell do you think you are? I said, you know what, stop treating everyone like they're, big criminals, drug addicts, alcoholics. I said, mate, I don't use drugs and I don't drink. I said, so why are you talking to me like I'm some sort of junkie? I said, how rude are you? I said, mate, you want respect from me, you give me respect, eh?
What would you say to Sanders? He's the Premier.
I'd love to see you come and spend a week in my shoes, not bringing the wife for hot water bottles or bringing your little slippers or anything like that. How about actually spending a whole entire week living exactly how we live? That's no going to showers. But you know what I mean? Actually come and spend a week in our shoes every day, 24 hours a day. You do not move from here unless you go to the toilet or whatever. And let's see how
Do you reckon that'd see housing become available?
No.
No?
I couldn't believe 85% of applicants through Wesley United Care last year got rejected. And it was disgusting how 70% of that 85% were women or children fleeing or trying to flee domestic violence. The other day in the paper, they had this big thing of, for domestic violence, or this and that. But yet 70% of them last year got turned away. Got told, oh sorry, we can't help you. You know what I mean? Unless,
87% at the YWCA, we saw the statistics from there.
Yeah.
And they're saying 87%.
And it's absolutely disgusting.
Yep. So what's the choice then? Stay at home with a domestic violence person, or come and live rough on the street because there's no support services?
Where the hell's the funding going?
That's right. Where is it going?
Because the Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul's, and all them other big organisations, they get millions of dollars a year. Then on top of that, they get their donations and everything through, their Red Shield appeal and all that. So where the hell is it all going? Why is there no housing? Why is there no money to put us in to accommodation or crisis centres?
Stop the con.
You know what's going on.
Stop the con,
where's it all going?
You
know what? The public might as well just, all that money that they're donating to these people, we might as well just go out and put people up in homeless places like that ourselves. At least then we know they're getting into the shelters
right.
and places to stay with the money that
Brendan
we give them.
Noddle says, don't give money, don't give food, don't give clothes, give it to us and we'll give it to them.
No, Brenda.
Yeah, I know Brendan Noddle. Well, the other day, because that's what, because I spoke to Nikki who drives the Salvation Army night thing around, and I asked for, they hand out like food, like hot foods and supposedly blankets.
What's the quality of the food like?
Absolutely crap. I wouldn't even feed it to my dog. I don't eat from, I refuse to eat from the St. Vinny's food vans or anything like that. Because 3 times I've eaten there, I've gotten food poisoning each 3 times. It's either out of date, already out of date, or it's been reheated so many times that it's already...
How many times can you reheat a pie or a tuna bloody casserole, yeah?
Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. So I don't eat from food vans whatsoever. The only time I eat from any food joints are when the people who do it themselves come out. Like there's a Lebanese family that come out on every couple of Fridays, and they literally cook fresh, sausages and that. That's the sort of thing that I'll eat, but I won't go to the food joints because it's absolutely disgusting. And like it's just ridiculous. Like where's all our money? Where the hell is all this money that?
What do you got to say to Brendan Noddle?
Spend it on what you're supposed to spend it on, mate, instead of spending it in your bloody pocket.
Yeah.
Like,
Look at the whole floor that sits empty up there at night time, up on Burke Street there. Is it Burke Street? Collins Street? Like,
it's ridiculous.
they get that money to have that building from the public. They shake their can and talk about social justice and help the homeless and, get your big issue or whatever. And they've got spaces there and they do nothing with it.
A lot of people don't know that the people who actually sell the big issue have to buy their magazines that they sell.
And what's the difference between that and begging? One's corporatised.
So they buy their books, then they sell their books, and then whatever they don't sell, they can either sell back to the big issue for less than what they paid for them. And you know what? Half of them don't even make. Anyway, no one wanted to pay $6 for them last year. They're now going up to $7. No one wants to pay $7 for a magazine. Yeah? People were barely buying them at $5. At least with $5, if they're on the run, oh yeah, $5 note, here you go. They're not going to scrounge around to get a $5 note or a $2 coin. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, really, they're not making any money. It's just another
company's making money.
It's just another way for corporate people to get our money, and then we're helping them, helping them, but they have to buy their own magazine out of their paycheck anyway, and then if they don't sell them, well then they're screwed because they've got no money. They've bought all these books. So really,
what do people really need?
housing, decent food, and people who actually give a shit, instead of pretending to give a shit to get people's money, and then just living off our, homelessness money.
Homeless Persons Union, there's no money, there's no union fees or anything like that. Doesn't cost you anything, and we do most of what we do without money at all, yeah?
We need people like you, though, to get involved because you know the score, you know the situation.
Well, I'm right there.
All right, let's stay in touch.